Hi, this is David Bowman with Zeus Trout Outfitters, and this is a tying instructional video for Bowman's Flickering lights. This is a sort of a Midge caddis imitation. It's kind of a double duty. It's a good late fall, winter fly. What I have there so far is a size 16 scud style hook. That's a Togan hook, and the bead is 3/32, and that's rainbow color. You can see that there's blue, pink, green, a whole assortment of different colors around it. And then what I'll do is I'll go ahead and tie in with some 8/0 thread. Alright, snip the excess there. Alright, and then what I'll do is I'll tie in some medium wire, and that'll be in the color wine. Alright, which I tend to prefer over red in a lot of situations, just a more natural. Seems to be a color that they like as a ribbing. Don't ask me, maybe it's just because I use it more often, I really don't know. Alright, so we'll get the wine tied in. Then I use Mirage tinsel in opal color, size large. You can see it's highly reflective. It also, has multiple colors that it sends out in the water. That's why I call this flickering lights, because in the water this fly does nothing but just cast off a whole assortment of different colors. And as the fish approach it, I think it just really triggers them to eat it. And then I'll just wind this tinsel up and pull it kind of tight, almost to the point where it stretches a little, so that it wraps nice on the body of the hook there. And just be careful not to let go, because if you do, it'll uncoil and make a mess. So I'll just throw 2 wraps around that so that that's tied in place. And trim the excess. Alright, and then we'll just wind that wine-colored wire. Fit about 3 turns on this little hook here before you're going to want to kind of tie off and leave room for your dubbing and stuff. So alright, and then I'll take, this is Danville's waxed Flymaster Plus thread. And you can see that if I just kind of stroke that a little bit, it separates into some really fine fibers, and I'll use that for the little tuft in the front. You could also use floss. Floss tends to have the same, tends to do the same thing. So we'll just put that little tuft of thread up front there. And that's kind of a neat little thing that this fly has. And I think that it's just another attractor for the fish. Alright, and then the last step will be just a little white dubbing collar. It's just Antron is all it is. And what I like about Antron is that it too is sort of interactive with light. It tends to flash. Just make a little chubby collar on there. Grab whip finish tool. Make sure that. There we go. And just pull nice and easy, because that's 8/0 thread. Trim that. Trim these to the same length. Alright, and then last but not least, always throw a little bit of lacquer on there, or head cement, so that the fly is more rugged. try to avoid getting close to that little tuft in the front there, because if you capture it, those fibers are so fine that you might just get them caught up in the glue, and then you'll have a little bit of a fiasco on your hands. So I just try to stay away from those completely. But that's it. That's Bowman's Flickering Lights. I had it out yesterday on the West Branch of the Delaware, and the fish were really keying in on it. I caught an assortment of rainbows and browns. 2 nice rainbows in the 15-inch range, and a brown about 13 or 14 inches, and the rest were little guys. But the river was really on, and this fly seemed to work quite well. So thanks for watching, and enjoy.